Hi, my name is Mayhemstar and welcome to Voices Blaming Blood and She. Don't forget to save. Interesting how you have to tell me that. I'll keep it in mind. Get up. Huh? What? I was just about to take a nap. When will you finally shut the fuck up? Look, since you just won't shut up, let's give you a name. Oh, wait? If my voice in my head is so talkative, maybe you can just give yourself a name. What's your name? Mayhem? ? Oh, Mayhem. This is a fucking weird name. Okay, let's look for a room. What room? Am I the voices in your head? Let's save, just in case. I don't really know how many endings there are. Am I the voice in your head? Of course. Who else can I talk to here? In this field, I'm the only one for the next 50 kilometers. Sometimes you really help me, but there are times when I just fucking hate you. If only I could pause you when you start to piss me off. But alas, you can't do that. What room? I recently heard from 2 junkies that there's a wish room somewhere and I really want to find it. I read on the internet that the entrance is somewhere here, but so far I can't see anything. I still can't believe that I can wish for anything I want. All that remains is to find it, and I really hope that you will help me find this. Mayhem, you know, there are 2 types of people at school. The first ones think that I am mentally ill. The latter think that I'm sniffing or something like that. Sniffing? Oh, drug taking, okay. And the whole problem is that I can't just go up to someone and say, yeah, everything is fine, I just have a voice in my head. And at moments like these, I hate you the most. Hey look, there's a ladder, and it leads underground. Oh hell yeah! I'm sure this is it. I love how insanely chaotic this is already. What a stench. Why is this room so clean, but it smells so bad? It's very strange, but I catch myself thinking, what are you thinking about? I'm tired of your monologues. Yeah, shut up. Huh? Are you fucking serious? I'm sure if you were a human, you would be the ugliest piece of shit in this world. Do you want me to shut up? When I want the same thing from you, you don't give a damn, so go fuck yourself. Interesting, so we, that is the player, are the voice in someone else's head. And I like how we, being assuming we're the same person, are addressing ourselves directly with full knowledge that our own voice is almost as if it's a second person. And I think there are people out there with this type of voice inside their head that tends to be a lot louder than we want it to be. I think I have a voice like that in my head as well, but it's more helpful than destructive 9 times out of 10. Mayhem, look. I think we need to go there. It could be dissociative, this type of issue, where the voice is just so loud and influential. What the fuck with this corridor? It looks creepy but calming at the same time. Who cares? I'm not going home anyway. Haha. I love long corridors. When you walk through places like this, you have so much time to think about different things. For example, cucumbers in cheeseburgers. You mean pickles in cheeseburgers. What the fuck? Personally, I think that eating a warm cucumber is the same as sucking a... Ooh. What the fuck? What? Okay, moving on. Abomination. Maybe that's why I feel comfortable in this empty space. There won't be a single idiot here eating cheeseburgers with cucumbers. By the way, since I started talking about burgers, tell me, have you watched Pulp Fiction? Stop, you're the voice in my head. Haha, of course you've seen this movie. Don't think I only watch anime, which usually consists of 11 boring episodes and an equally boring 12th. This guy's literally me. I've watched Pulp Fiction. I don't really like it. I think it's more of an artistic display of what you can do with a movie than it is a good story. Hell, I don't really even like the characters. I don't really care about the show. It's just a collage of clips. That's what Pulp Fiction is. Sorry. I probably pissed off the entire film community. But yes, I do believe that certain animes are 11 boring episodes with a 12th boring episode where nothing happens, nothing is concluded, and we have to wait for another season of schlop, which tends to happen more often than not. I've already lost count of how many times I've watched Tarantino's entire filmography. The Hateful Eight gave me a lot of emotions at the time. Well, my only anime interests are visual novels because thanks to them I can really escape, just like how I'm escaping now. I think I see the end of this corridor. I'm even a little upset. I was ready to walk all day long. This is an elevator. I'm scared that we're going lower and lower. But it's too late to turn around. Well, I hope it doesn't lead to the depths of hell. Let's go. Fuck. Do you see this? I can't even see the bottom of this underground complex. How long do I have to go like this? It is already clear to everyone that the main fear of a person is the unknown, and I think I understand this phobia. I hope the bottom will appear soon because I don't really want to go down into this darkness anymore. Why do all people, when they look down from a height, start imagining that they are falling? This makes everything inside them start to shrink. Vertigo? What if the elevator doesn't exist and you're just falling down? There's no point in thinking about that. Soon the elevator will reach its final destination, and we'll be out of here. Yes, I think you're right. Let's be reassuring. Thanks for calming me down a bit. It's a shame my mom never did this. It didn't help me. Maybe she just doesn't know how I feel and what I think. You know, everything about me. Haha. I wonder if there are so many floors here. What's going on here? Or what's happening? Well, what I'm sure of is that it's illegal. I have a feeling that we will be killed. Don't you think so? Well, it's my own fault. I trusted two junkies. Although, considering what is happening in my life, I can say that I have nothing to lose. What do you want to ask for in the wishing room? I want to get rid of the voice in my head. If I hide this? Oh, good. I like how the text box doesn't overlap with the art. Finally, honestly. An artist that appreciates the fact that the text box will overlap the art and I have to press H on this visual novel engine just to see the full art, but this is good. I like this. I want to get rid of the voice in my head. I want to get rid of you. I know that you clearly understand me. I can't stand this anymore. My parents hate me because they think I'm weird. At school, no one talks to me. Everyone just laughs at me. Every day I want to die, and it's all because of you. You know, I'm just tired. I just hope that everything will change once I get rid of you. Sorry. Well, finally, he arrived. I wish I could find this fucking room already. Well, let's go. I would like to say, what the hell is this? However, I've already seen a lot today, so who cares? Let's move on. By the way, did I tell you how my dad got drunk when I was 7? I had a little ferret and he would often do his business right in the middle of the living room. Well, you understand. Basically, he took a shit. One day my dad got drunk. He wanted to go to the toilet, but the way there was through the living room. Well, you probably already realized that he stepped in shit. Dad got so angry that he came into my room, grabbed the ferret by the tail, he spun it around and threw it out the window. And everything would have been fine, but my father didn't realize that the window was closed and my ferret just flew around the room. Some parts of it stuck to the window, like a wad of wet toilet paper if you throw it at the wall. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. You already understand that I calm myself down with such conversations. At that time, you weren't in my head yet. You just spawned in my head, so unexpectedly when I was 13. Usually such problems in children begin because of some kind of trauma, but during these years I didn't have anything that could cause you. But I told my mother about you only 2 years later. What a fool I am. Maybe if I'd told you earlier, the pills would have worked. Maybe I'm your gift and not your curse. What if you just don't want to remember what happened to you? I believe this place can give answers to your questions. Let's save. What if I'm your gift and not your curse? Well, I didn't even think about it that way. What an optimist you are. Well then, now I will perceive you as my gift. All that remains is to learn to control your gift. Every superhero, when they get their powers, can't control their powers, but then they get it. For example, Spider-Man. I'm talking about Tobey Maguire. I hate Tom Holland. Oh boy. I am subscribed to the notion that Tobey Maguire has a more nerdy look and therefore kind of fits the Spider-Man stereotype and the Spider-Man character better than any other Spider-Man that has come after him. In terms of the way Spider-Mans look, I think Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. Tony Stark just made him a suit. Wait, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah. Why can't you shut up when I want you to? Spider-Man learned to control his powers in just a week. You've been with me for 4 years now, but for some reason you still act like a freak. Well, I hope you will learn. Mayhem, I just became curious. When I found out about the room, I went through so many options that I could think of, but I never asked your opinion. Imagine we find the wish room. What will you ask for? That's crazy. Why are you leaving me with an open option? Maybe it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, but let's pretend it does, because it'll probably pop up in a bit of text somewhere else, like maybe we get to the room. Oh, you have wished for whatever input, therefore this will happen, but it won't have any consequence because it'll be a linear storyline. Let's put peace of mind. Wow, interesting. I'm so glad I finally found what you were thinking. Looks like we've arrived. I don't believe... Such a bright light. This could mean that there will be something more than nothing. I really don't believe we found it. It really exists. I'm not sleeping, right? So, what? Shall we go? Maybe we shouldn't go there. Come in. Hello? What is your wish? I'm sorry. I just want my mom to stop bullying me. Oh. I want to stop taking pills. I want to have friends. I want to get rid of the voice in my head. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. You got the bad ending. Oh, they separated our mind from our body. Therefore, the voice in our head is no longer there. That's crazy. Dude, wow. Okay, I didn't think they would mean it literally. I thought it would be like, oh, there's your, I don't know, your neural connection severed. Therefore, now you don't have a neural, meaning the neurons in your head, synapses, whatever. They've been severed and you can't create those electrical connections to have a voice in your head anymore, but they literally removed the top of our head. That's cool. I like this. Maybe we shouldn't go there. Haha, I didn't expect that. But do you really think we have a fucking choice? Don't upset me. No, we're not going in. Oh no. Okay, so we're stuck, we're gonna die. Let's go back to the beginning. Maybe if we stay very helpful and nice. What are you thinking about? Is it weird that I feel safe when I'm away from home? It seems to me that the further I go, the more comfortable I become. Maybe I'm that weird. Or am I just tired of the people around me? Interesting. Save. So there's lots of story about the main character, and that's revealed pretty early on if you choose the correct choices. Of course you are weird, you are a nobody who is not even worthy of your own shit. I hope you die and you make your parents' life easier because they hate you. I'm sure we'll find a room and everything will be fine. Don't pay attention to the idiots who bully you. Okay, so let's choose both options. Of course you'll be it. Ha! What? I don't. I hate you, Mayhem. Bad ending. Wow. That's cool. I know it's not that special. We've been through games like this before, story-wise, but I like the art style. And I think that's where art really starts to shine, is when the art pairs with the story, the idea, the weirdness of the concept, and is really well delivered. And that's when I start drooling. I'm sure we'll find a room and everything will be fine. Don't pay attention to the idiots who bully you. Thanks. It's nice to know that someone supports me. What would I do without you? Mayhem, look. I think we need to go there. What the fuck is with this corridor? Okay, let's skip forward. Let's save. What if the elevator doesn't exist and you're just falling down? Yeah, let's do that. Wait, what? Why did I think about this? Mayhem, why? I'm suffocating. I hate you, Mayhem. Oh, okay, wait, why? Why do all people, when they hesitate, start imagining that they are falling? Oh, okay, we gave her vertigo. Why do all people, when they look down from a height, start imagining that they are falling? This makes everything inside them start to shrink. What if there is no elevator and we are falling? Oh, I see. Okay, we freak her out. Our internal monologue freaks out ourselves, or the character. There's no point in thinking about it. Soon the elevator will reach its final destination and we'll be out of here. Yes, I think you're right. Thanks for calming me down a bit. It's a shame my mom never did this. It didn't help me. Okay, skip forward. Let's go back a bit. Although considering what is happening in my life, I can say that I have nothing to lose. Dots. You know, sometimes when I start to hate you more than usual, I calm myself down by imagining that I'm just in a visual novel, which you are. Very meta. This is a very meta game anyway. Well, like a depressing visual novel. What if I'm not crazy? What if I'm just a sprite talking to the player? At such moments, I most of all want to seem like an interesting conversationalist. You are. Haha. I constantly wonder why everyone around me thinks I'm weird, but at the same time, I'm constantly talking to my own head. Fuck it. Wow, we're here. I didn't even notice. Haha. Thanks to you, I didn't even notice how the floors flew by in this place. You help me out so often. Maybe you're not so bad after all. I would like to say, what the hell is this? However, even the way I read this is a lot cheerier, a lot happier. When the MC is a lot happier, and I didn't even notice that. When the MC is calmer, I'm also reading this in a more cheerful tone, and I just caught myself doing that. I like it. Maybe I'm your gift and not a curse. What if you just don't want to remember what happened to you? I believe this place can give answers to your questions. This place looks very empty, so I'm not sure we'll learn anything here specifically. But in the room of desires, I'll ask about everything in this room. I'm so curious to hear what happened here and why they built this complex. Mayhem, I just became curious. When I found out about the room, I went through so many options that I could think of. But I never asked your opinion. Imagine we find the wish room. What will you ask for? Peace. Maybe we shouldn't go in there. Haha, I didn't expect that, but Do you think you have a fucking choice? Don't upset me. Come in. Hello? Okay, let's see if we get rid of the voice in our head. Yeah, we got the bad ending. Okay, so there has to be a good option back here somewhere. Maybe I'm your gift and not your curse. Well, I didn't even think about it that way. What an optimist you are. Well then, I will now perceive you as my gift. All that remains is to learn to control your gift. Every superhero... Okay, skip. What is your wish? You know, Mayhem, I couldn't have gotten here without you. You supported me, calmed me down. You were my salvation. I wanted to get rid of you because I thought it was all about you. But it seems I was wrong. Without you, I would have already done something to myself. You know, something bad. Without you, I would have already done something to myself. You know, something bad. So I want you. Are you sure? Yes. You got the good ending. The end. Oh, I want you. I put in you as well. Okay, now let's go back a bit. Let's see if it changes. But I was right, it wouldn't make a huge difference anyways. What will we ask for? Peace, right? Let's ask for peace. Let's see if it changes anything. Seems I was wrong. Without you, I wouldn't have done something to myself, something bad. So I want peace. There we go. Which means I could put some random crap in there like shit or piss and it will still... it'll still come up with shit and piss. I want shit and piss. Anyway, sorry. Peace. Are you sure? Yeah. We got the good ending. Yay! And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 endings to this game, and that has been voices blaming blood and she. It's a good game. It's a very nice game. Cool story. And I like how the story kind of unravels itself as you choose different options to kind of understand the relationship between the voice in the character's head and the character themselves. And I like how if you choose the right options, the voice in the head can be perceived as something good or something bad. And I think that holds true for a lot of people with voices in their head, that it can be really useful, and it can be really detrimental. It can say some horrible things to you. It can make you feel really sad, but there are times when it can really keep you entertained. I find myself being able to talk to my own voice in my head. It is very loud and very real. Sometimes I'd like to think it sounds like Morgan Freeman, so at least it sounds nice. But you know, it keeps me occupied. It's a good friend. And I think the entire point of the story is about how to be nice to yourself, even though you're not in a nice physical situation. At least mentally, you can still be nice to yourself. I like the art, I like the gameplay. I kinda like the dialogue as well. The dialogue is very real, very harsh. There's no eloquence to it because people don't talk eloquently. Most of the time we talk very harshly with ourselves. And sometimes even other people. It's just like straight up, shut the fuck up, brain, I don't want to hear it. Why are you there? I'm trying to concentrate on this conversation that I'm having with this other person, and you're making me nervous, you're making me scared. Switch off. Just switch off and let me run on autopilot. Makes sense, yeah. So that has been Voices Blaming Blood and She. It's a good one. I like this one. My name is Mayhemstar, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.